Oh no, it yoinked it out. Hang on, wait, what? We're gonna be going for the longest launched glizzy. How hard can we launch a hot dog out of a cannon? Today we will find out. This is the scientific realm we must explore. Science has been too afraid to answer this one question. How far can a glizzy truly be launched? Today we set out to answer that question. Are you gonna fire a hot dog into your mouth, yes or no? Depends on how intense the hot dog launching is. You couldn't show that on stream though. I bought this at Home Depot on my lunch break because I didn't have time to go earlier this week, but I knew what I needed. I was like, yeah, I'll be able to. It was a lot harder than I thought because I need to choke down. Hang on, I'll show you what I got. Ooh, shy. No. So, this is what we're salvaging, is this old 3-inch pipe from this homemade pasta extruder that I made like years ago. I mean, I guess it kind of works, but it doesn't work that well. Anyway, we're just gonna take the guts out of this and then use this pipe. So, this is a 3-inch pipe. This guy needs to choke down to a 3/4 inch pipe, which is a way smaller. Gunpowder, are we making a glizzy musket? So, here's the thing. While I was at the hardware store, I also picked up this. Because I was like, yo, potential glizzy musket, that'd be pretty sick. Here's the thing. I picked up the little in plug, and then I picked up this, which I thought was a 3/4 to 3/4 female to female. Unfortunately, no, it's a 3/4 to 1/2 inch. I got the wrong thing. It was in the wrong compartment, and now we can't make a metal musket barrel for the glizzy musket. Also, to ignite these glizzies, we're using some novel ignition techniques. So I don't want to be holding this thing when it goes off. So we're gonna use the old steel wool ignition technique. This is a classic, basically. Steel wool gets hot really fast and also catches on fire when you run current through it. So you set up some steel wool and then you... boom. And then we have this inside the chamber. It also creates a nice little metal fire that I have no extinguisher that can put out. So we'll be a little careful of that. So the steel wool will basically be... I think I'll do a hole in the main tube and then seal it with something. We'll do a very small hole, run some wires through, seal it with something that we can seal it with. We actually, maybe we should put it in the lid. That would be the... then the wires are gonna get twisted every time we seal it back up, but that's probably the better way to do it. Even though I did only get one lid, so if it messes up, then I guess we have a hole in our lid. That should work, though. How many step downs this needs? So this needs a 3-inch to a 2-inch, a 2-inch to a 3/4 inch, and then this 3/4 inch screw in to the actual 3/4 inch pipe. So you have this much choke down to actually get to glizzy size. This is a big boy tube, too. I don't know if I'll need to cut this down or not. I hope not, because once this thing is sealed, it's legitimately, like, hard to unseal. Already got the hammer out, bros. You know it's good. Let's do a dry fit of all this, just to see how this would go together. The reason why I've come up with some different ideas and stuff is because, like, bro, this is not gonna take a long time. At least I don't think it will. Alright, that covers up the little holes that I drilled in it. And this one will cover up the holes on the other side. So you should be good on that front. And then on this end, we go there to... I guess we need to scrape this off. I'm gonna wear hearing protection, actually. I got an extra pack of hearing plugs, or earplugs from work today, specifically for this stream. Okay, then here's a little threaded. There's so much. This is such a complicated thing. Just to step it down. I'll just step it down so that we can fit the final tube. The final tube on it. What will you be firing at? I'm gonna set up a target at the other end of the basement, and we'll be firing it down here. The bigger fire chamber, more pressure difference to be heard. Interesting. See, I don't have a means, I didn't get any extra parts, so if this is too big, this is all we got. What's a standard size for the fire chamber? I was thinking this would be fine. And then here, the reason this wasn't on screen is because this is like 10 foot long. But this is our barrel, and we'll chop it first. It's very important that this be a precise barrel measurement. This thing is going to be so fucking long. Ah! Oh, I have to cut this too, damn it! I have to cut it with the so-called jabroni-ass saw. Let me measure off 8 inches of this. Just peel the glizzies beforehand. They don't have skins. These are the cheapest American hot dogs money can buy. I got 24 of them for $3. You measure the rated pressure when the glizzy structural integrity fails, so it's not going to be a glizzy sprayer. It might be a glizzy sprayer. We'll see. This saw is like almost as wide as this pipe. Okay, you know I said I wasn't going to get out the angle grinder for this? The whack thing, I have a real hacksaw somewhere. It's just out in the garage and I don't want to go and get it. 24 people if you're not a fat ass. Bro, you really gotta tell me you eat one fucking hot dog? Are you out of your damn mind? Not even like tiny women eat one hot dog. Come on, bro. I like how the whole table shakes while I use this. Ah! Well, that's the end I needed, so hopefully it didn't roll off anywhere. Here's our combustion chamber. So on one end of the combustion chamber, we will have this guy, which will seal this. I'll just do one little test build here. On the other end, we have that. Now this one's much shorter. There we go. Alright, it's coming together, bros. Literally wet welding. Yeah. Alright, that's probably... no, we can go all the way here. All the way in. Oh, that's as far as it seems to go. It should be solid. Alright, there's our glizzy combustion chamber. And now we just need to do the barrel, which, by the way, this thing is so long. Look how long it is. It's very well endowed glizzy launcher. This barrel's actually removable because of this screw joint here, which is kind of wild. It's still, like, freaking massive. I don't even know how to show... The glizzy launcher is so long. It's like, we barely have any room to shoot it. It's gonna exit the barrel for, like, 6 feet before it hits the target. Then on the end, we have our cap. Alright, we're gonna run some cables into this glizzy can. And this is going to have steel wool wrapped around it so that we can remote fire the glizzy. What can they do against the glizzuka? Nothing. Maybe this isn't the way to do this. Maybe the way is to have 2 bolts that go in. That way, that would be a lot easier to seal up, right? Okay, let me see. I have some bolts somewhere that I can run through this. I want ones that can go in long enough that I can just wrap the steel wool around them. These will work. That's pretty good. That's formed a nice seal, too. We're gonna be... Oh, that's a lot, actually. We're gonna be getting Moment of Truth here soon. We're almost to the glizzy firing stage. It'll take a little bit of time to reprime these, because you'll have to reseal every time with the bolt on top, which is a little annoying, but... I guess it's worth it for being able to stand far away. Raw or cooked? Raw. Raw glizzies only. Here's our pack of hot dogs we got. This is our ammunition. We're trying to make our ignition switch. Because instead of using a traditional, like, barbecue igniter, we're building an electric igniter. So it'll light this underside on fire. And ignite the fuel. Make it a chat command. We're getting there. Eventually. If it just works, and we have the time, chat command, baby. We need to decorate this button. This is a plain white button. I got a marker. Let's try to draw a glizzy on it for extra effect. So people know what they're getting into, you know, if they find the launcher. Right now, we're just wiring up the switches. Whoop. Alright. This should be it. This should just work. Hang on. Okay, I need to mark that as plus. It's very important. Let's unplug our soldering iron so I don't accidentally burn myself. Mark the positive as positive. Where's the marker? So this is going to be in the end of the GLIZZY launcher, right? This is our detonator. This is our GLIZZY detonator. So this should light on fire when everything is on and right. Okay, that is like full powered. Let's turn this. So this should turn this off. Okay. So this is disabled. Then enable the GLIZZY launcher, and then when you press this, there we go. It glows orange. That should ignite. That's the final product. Yeah, and this is the bore view. So there is we're gonna be trying to launch the GLIZZYs at this board. We're gonna launch them across the basement into this board. We're gonna fill this in with map gas, then put the cap on it, sit over at the desk out of the way, and then launch. That's the plan. And then we'll see how it goes, I guess. Here, I'll do, you know, I'm a generous man. 2 matchsticks. I think we wrap the matchsticks in steel wool, and then we're golden. Yeah, there we go. And then, if we activate this, ta-da! That's the spark we're looking for, baby! We'll load the, I'll load the GLIZZY can. I just want to see this thing blast a glizz, okay? I just want to see this thing blast a fat ween into this table. Alright, this is our best chance! Alright. 3, 2, 1! I'm shook. Aha! Yes, there's a hot dog in there. It's drawing 10 amps, which means it hasn't burned up yet. Alright, you know what? We'll go get the carb cleaner. Alright, boys. I've obtained the carb cleaner. We have a new fuel to check. I gotta reload the igniter first. The problem's with the igniter, that's actually a real pain, because that's like, I don't know if I really have a good substitute for it. Short of drilling a hole, the alternative for an igniter, if nothing else works, is drilling a hole, sticking this whole thing in there, and then popping it. But it also can flash back because there's this like hole valve here, so it could all blow back and blast flame out of that. By the way, the matches still didn't go off. I had too much steel wool. Even though I did it fine and it worked fine on the bench, but it's also a possibility that it just didn't have oxygen too. I don't know, that's kind of hard to tell, I'll be honest. All right. Let's hope that's enough. I hope y'all ain't pranking me with this one. Alright, let's test it with the new igniter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bro, I'm actually crying in the club right now. How the hell does this not work? Damn it! Damn it! I just want to see a hot dog explode, bro. How hard is it? Who's gonna launch the whole cannon? I'm about to chuck this cannon somewhere. I actually don't get how this isn't. Right now, I've removed the electric launcher, and we're gonna just stick a torch in the end, and hope that works. Alright. That is not reaming this hole out as well as I thought it was. Might as well make a flamethrower at this point. Dude, if I can't get something to ignite, that's not the good sign. Shove a GLIZZY in a musket. That's essentially what we're working our way up to. We're working our way up to musket GLIZZY. If none of these work, it's my last resort. It's my master, I must go all out just this once. Is to pack some powder into a pipe and shove a hot dog in it. I'm starting to get desperate. We have to launch a hot dog. I cannot rest until this wiener gets obliterated by being launched across the room. I don't think this is gonna work. I think the fire is gonna blow back through the end of the torch that I stick up to. Oh, that like didn't do anything. Oh, shit. Wait, that was... Okay, so, like, it works in that it makes fire with electricity, but it doesn't ignite the gas. It doesn't blow hot dog out the end. It gets super hot, and it's because there's something wrong with the circuit. So I need to replace the circuit, which will also require to replace the power supply. It's like an hour of work, if probably not even that. I just haven't had time to do it. It's probably like 30 minutes of work, and I just haven't had time to do it because I'm prioritizing other stuff. I'll get it eventually. These options are proving us not working. It's time for our alternate option. So I've actually got to go upstairs to get this, but it's time to try air compressor. Air will at least move the glizzy. It won't be as violent as it needs to be. That's the sound of progress, baby! I should turn that off, that's loud as fuck. Oh, finally. Yeah, let's fit this air valve like this. This is definitely air secure. Okay, hang on 1 second. I kind of want it to cut its own threads when I thread it in here, but it needs to cut them straight. I have pressurized it to like 120 PSI, which should be good. Oh, we got a seal. I wish I had something other than channel locks. This is not the tool for the job. It's the tool that we need, not the one we deserve. Let's try this one out. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in this, but I'm willing to give it a shot. At the very least, it'll probably clean the chamber out. Alright. Ready? Holy shit! Oh my gosh, that was so strong! I'm doing it again, hang on. I'm sorry. I literally did not expect that to work that well. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Oh, bro, that's a lot of glizz. Hang on. We don't need this down the barrel view. The glizz jizz. That was a thick load, bro. Looked like vomit. Alright. Look at this thing. Let me taste it. Yeah. It tastes like carb cleaner. That actually tastes. Oh my god. Damn it, I forgot that was the carb one. Actually, let me get. I think some of these can be recycled. These glizzies, they have a second life. Alright. let's load these boys up. Let's see, loading some of these glizzy skins, I think is the key to bulking this out. Actually, let me get the ramrod real fast. The things we do for progress, bro. Hang on, let's get another fresh dog in there to create a nice seal on the cannon. Delicious. All right, that's like a full pack, and then we just ram it in. There. Oh no! It yoinked it out. Hang on, wait, what? We got glizzy prolapse. Hang on. That's not supposed to happen. 3, 2, 1. Oh! It's so much more of a splatter. It's like it vomits it out the end. It just eviscerates the glizzies. It's time to obliterate the autism creature. I made this guy a while ago, and I forgot I had it. Let me set up the range right now. Let me set this up. Alright, Glizzy. Let's go. Alright. One boy loaded up. Let's get the other. We'll do a double sausage. We'll do a double glizzy surprise for the autism creature. For our autism boy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, baby! You get one more, because I didn't even think of this. This bitch has been on the chopping block all week. I wanted to smash it, and y'all wouldn't let me. We have it right here. We have this wine glass. Are you ready, kids? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's fucking missed! Damn it! Hang on, wait. We have to do a redo. We can't end on a miss. Alright! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wait, shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! That didn't break it at all. Alright, well now you know the Glizzy can't break glass. It lives to see another day. It lives to follow another gimmick. Actually, wait, I put a Glizzy in the freezer. I actually completely forgot about that. What about Indeed? Bro, this is a fully erect Glizz. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't think I can even fit. No, I can fit it. It's kind of like, oh, it's really hard though. Let's see. Ready? 3, 2, 1.